Hey, so today I'll be starting a little Let's Play on a game called Grim Dawn. This is a action RPG, very similar to Diablo and Path of Exile. I went ahead and created a new character, so we're going to start fresh, and I also changed the difficulty to Veteran, so it's going to be a little bit challenging. And I should also mention that I got this game from the current Humble monthly bundle for $12. It comes with some other games as well, and the reason why I got it is because I'm a big action RPG fan. I really enjoyed Diablo 3. I know a lot of people hated Diablo 3, but this game is supposed to be more similar to Diablo 2 mixed with Path of Exile, so it should be a lot of fun. So we're just going to go ahead and start it up.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this. But the bonds hold, for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first, but were managed by your corrupt gods. Your part opened the way, and now we return to reclaim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down.
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
Alright, so that was an interesting little intro. So it seems like the enemy in this game are the ethereal. Is that what it was? Ethereal? I believe so. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
What happened? How did I get here?
You were possessed, so we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Where can I find the captain?
Up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
Alright, I'll be on my way. One cool thing about this game is that you can change the camera angle wherever you like just by holding the middle mouse button and dragging. That's pretty cool. I'll be using that quite often, and just because, I don't know, in other ARPGs it's kind of annoying to have to run downwards and fight enemies, so I'll try to keep the camera behind my character as much as I can. So we're going to be going here. We can also zoom out and zoom in. Looks like I have a little shield currently. I've unlocked the Rift Gate. Rift Gate allows you to travel. So let's talk to Captain John
You're not
Bourbon.
looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but We've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable. Someone with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the burial hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the burial hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Alright, ethereal energy. So that's what all the monsters, I guess, are powered by.
You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
Alright, so we accepted the quest, and it shows it right here, active quest, Waking to Misery. Enter the cave under Burial Hill. Let's open up my map. This game does not like to hold your hand. You have to actually do a lot of finding yourself. And here is the world map. Wow, this map is kind of large. So we are right here in Devil's Crossing. We need to go up to Lower Crossing and then go through Lower Crossing and go to Burial Hill, which is right here, which seems to be to the north. So let's go ahead and just position myself to go north, which is this way. We're gonna start fighting some zombies soon. Zombies, The Walking Dead. What weapon do I have? It looks like a club. Looks like a little knife, short sword. Let's open my inventory. Let's see. Got a buckler. This is a shiv. That's what it is. Okay. So we're just gonna be going through this area. We need to go all the way to the other side. I might as well just kill some zombies to get some experience. And again, I haven't played too much of this game. I made a character earlier and I played for about maybe 15-20 minutes. Not very long at all. So let's go ahead and make our way through. And again, we're playing on veteran difficulty, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Constitution is converted into health. I didn't read that tooltip. Uh-oh. Looks like the zombies are fighting these little insects. Let's go ahead and fight the zombies while they're distracted. I don't have any skills right now. I have to level up a little bit first. Okay, so this way seems to be blocked off. So we're gonna have to go around. We're gonna have to go through this building over here. Hopefully we can find some sort of weapon. And we got a lore book. If we open that, we can get some experience. Let's see. It says, Harbor Master's log, autumn fogs are appearing early this year, but traffic remains unusually high. There is a steady something. That's it. That's all the log. I guess we have to find more log entries to get some more lore. What are these things? Scrap heap, rift, scourge? Little cockroaches. Let's see if there's anything in this house real quick. Got a jacket. Probably auto-equip that. Ooh, a musket. We're gonna use that. Oh, one cool thing about this game is that there's actually weapons. There's muskets, hand cannons, rifles, all sorts of good stuff. So I got a musket. We're gonna go ahead and equip that because that gives me way higher DPS. Let's start shooting some zombies. Yeah, headshot. Real quick, let me look at the options. Let me make sure everything's on. Show crit multipliers, target outline, everything looks good. Okay. So scrap. We need this scrap for later. This scrap here. That's part of a little side quest that we need to do. Here's a little pier. Let's check the map. Make sure we're going the right direction. We need to be going north. Let's just use the compass. There we go. It's kind of like a darker version of Diablo. More similar to Diablo 1 and 2. Zombies. I can hold shift to stand still as well, just like Diablo. And here we go. Let's, okay, we need to go north. Let's go through this house. Anything in here? Saw blade. Scrap metal saw blade. Not good at all. So we're going to be using this musket for quite some time, it seems. Hand blunderbuss. So here's a hand cannon. I can use that if I wanted to. Some more scrap. Again, the scrap is going to be very useful. Looks like this area is blocked off, so we're going to have to go around. Ooh, more zombies in this house. Level 3? I didn't even know I was level 2. Alright, let's go ahead and level up. We have 2 points available here. Physique, let's just read it real quick. It gives you strength to fight in heavier gear and the ability to avoid enemy attacks. Increases your capacity for pain, your ability to regenerate your wounds, and the ability to avoid being critically hit. We'll put 1 point in physique, and let's see, cunning. Bonus physical damage, bonus pierce damage, and bonus duration damage. Alright, physique gives, let's see, bonus health and bonus health regen, and cunning gives bonus physical damage. So we're going to be putting a point in cunning, and spirit gives magical damage and duration. Also, I need to pick a class, so let's go ahead and open our skill book. There's a bunch of different classes. Soldier, Demolitionist, Pyrotechnic Masters, Occultist. I think this class can summon various creatures, and it can also curse enemies and poison enemies as well, I believe. And there's a Nightblade, like a sort of like a rogue character, dual wielding. Arcanist, the mage, and then Shaman, which is a two-handed wizard of sorts who can also summon a few creatures. He's kind of like a nature class. He uses two-handed weapons. He's kind of like a barbarian wizard type deal. So in Diablo 3, I liked playing as the barbarian class, so I think I'm gonna go with either soldier or shaman. Let's see. Soldiers are much more tanky. Shamans have some cool abilities. We're gonna go with shaman to begin with. At level 20, I believe, we can pick another class, and we can have dual classes, which is pretty cool. So I have 6 points available. We're gonna go ahead and spin one here. Let's see, Devouring Storm, Summon Briarthorn. What is this, almost level 10? I think I'm just going to save my points, and I'm going to try to go all the way up to the Briarthorn. Actually, let's undo that. I think I'm going to spend 1 point on, let's see. Requires two-handed melee weapon. I don't have any two-handed melee weapons currently, but I could use Savagery. Savagery, let's see. Building up charges increases the potency of the bonuses. This is kind of like a default attack that gives you lightning damage as it scales up. Let's put 1 point into Savagery for now, and then we're going to use the rest of our points to go all the way up to here. And yeah, we'll spec into that later once we get some more points. Let's go ahead and put Savagery as our main hitting weapon, and for my left click I'll just do normal weapon attack. So we got a new skill. There's a bunch of different builds in this game. Like, I tried researching some builds on YouTube, but it's so much information to learn. There's not a whole lot of like good beginner tutorials, so I'm just going to be going with the flow until like level 30, and if I mess up my build, then I'll use some tutorials to try to fix it. But here we go. There's some more zombies over here. I could keep going north, but I want to kill these zombies with my new ability. It does lightning damage, as you can see, kind of cool. It does a little bit of bonus damage. Unfortunately, I'll have to use this rifle until I find a new weapon. I haven't found anything quite yet. Let's see, is this better? 18 armor, yeah, this is definitely better, and it gives me regeneration restored, so that's cool. And you can see these things flying around me, that's part of my skill. I should probably read that skill real quick. It says, the heat of battle rouses savage animal impulses within you and heighten your aggression and empower you with the nature's fury. When used as your default weapons attack, Savagery increases the intensity of your attacks with every strike. And as you can see on the below that, it just gives me bonus main hand damage, bleeding damage, lightning damage, and so forth. So that's a pretty good skill. Or at least to begin with. At least for like a level 3 skill. using muskets in an ARPG. It's pretty awesome. Oh, I found a great sword. I might switch to that in a second. Alright, let's see how much that greatsword does. It's actually pretty strong. Unfortunately, it does -2 damage per second if equipped. But I do have... There's a skill here that will buff two-handed weapons, so I may spec into that once I level up, and then I'll equip the two-handed sword. I definitely don't want to play as a ranged class, just because I'm not a big fan of kiting and backstepping all the time. But so far so good. We made it to Burial Hill, and here's a teleporter here. Let's go ahead and, I think we just unlock it. Yeah, it's unlocked. So I need to keep making my way north, and then I'll find the Burial Hill cave. Scrap metal howdah. What is a howdah? Howdah. Another gun. Alright. I wonder if I can dual wield guns. Nope. Maybe I have to have a dual wielding class. That's okay. Let's see what's up here. Uh-oh. They're spawning! They're spawning! Hopefully I can level up soon. I think I'm about to level. Yep, leveled up. And then let's go ahead and put a point. I think I'm going to put a point into Cunning, just to increase my offensive ability a little bit. And then let's go to my skill book. I have only 3 points. We're going to put one in the Brute Force. This will improve our ability with two-handed weapons. And we're going to put 2 more points. I want to unlock this Briarthorn, which is a pet. Pets are really good in this game. And let's go ahead and equip this two-handed sword. As you can see, now it has a plus damage per second, which means it's stronger than my musket, so that's good. Destroy this Aether Crystal. Aether Crystals are used for, I think, crafting magical weapons. I'm not entirely sure on that. I haven't gotten that far. Oh yeah, chopping these zombies up. Might as well just zoom in just a little bit. Alright, we need to be going down there to the cave entrance. One cool thing about ranged weapons in this game, you can actually shoot downhill, which I think I might show you in a second. Once we go into that cave, I'll equip my gun again. Destroy this thing. It's summoning zombies. There we go. My health is actually getting kind of low here. I might have to switch back to my gun. Let's go ahead and switch. There we go, my health regenerated. That was pretty fast. Man, they do a lot of damage. They're level 4. Level 4 zombies. Alright, we have to switch again. Not doing very good right now. Kill the zombies. Another crystal, sweet. Got a mace. Don't think we need a mace right now, but we're just gonna pick up everything since we have the space. We can always sell it at the shop. And into the cave we go. There's gonna be a little mini boss down here. So if you see those crystals on the lower floor, I can actually shoot them from up here. Pretty cool little feature to be able to shoot from high ground. I'll have to go down and get those crystals. Hopefully they don't despawn. See if there's any other enemies down there. I think some will probably spawn. Let's see if there's any weapons. We might switch to this if we need to. There's going to be a boss up here. I'm going to try using this gun instead of the sword, just because it's easier to kite this boss, because he throws these like poison orbs at you. There he is. It's like an int. Oh, never mind. It's like a big zombie. As you can see, he threw a little green gem at me. All I have to do is backstep a little bit to avoid it. I think it poisons you or something like that. Oh. Whoop. It may even be useful to leave this cave and go ahead and spend those skill points, but I think I can kill this boss. He's not that strong. I'm gonna avoid his attacks. And he's summoning more zombies. Kill him! Got him. Nice. And a bunch of scrap and a bunch of items. Nice. Again, that scrap is going to be useful in a little bit. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff. This gives more armor. Might as well equip that. Oops. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I guess I have to fit stuff in my inventory. Okay, what else did I get? It's a helmet. My hide cap is way stronger, so we're gonna ignore that. Didn't we get like an orange item? I think we got a searing ember. Requires level 7. Using all weapon shields and caster offhands. Partial components. What is this thing? Fine gem, polished to perfection, using shields, caster offhands, rings, head, and chest armor. Can I equip this onto my armor? Are you sure you want to complete this combination? Ah, so this actually gave me... It gives me some stats for doing that. That's interesting. And I got some crystals. All this stuff is just armor and useless crap. Let's just go ahead and switch back to my main hand. And let's put one more point into, let's see. I guess physique, because we need some more defense. Especially if we're going to be doing close combat. I need to get to summon Briarthorn, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 more points here. I need 1 more point to summon a Briarthorn. Actually, let's go ahead and reset this. Let's do 1 point here, and then maybe 2 points into Savagery. Or into Brute Force. Let's do Brute Force. There we go. That'll make my... if I switch again, you can see it does plus 20 damage per second now, which is great. There's also a bunch of other stats you can see over here in this little stat window. Like my damage per hit is currently, I don't even know, 31 to 81. Does it say damage per second somewhere? Or is that on this? Damage per second, 81. There we go. In my opinion, in action RPGs, the main thing you want to worry about is your damage per second. And then the next, like later on, you worry about defenses. But again, I don't want to get surrounded by mobs here. Let's go ahead and destroy this crystal. I'll at least destroy some of these zombies. And I saw a video somewhere that this game has some animation canceling. So if I, normally I swing like this fast, but if I press left click and then right click, I can actually swing pretty fast, like faster than normal. At least it looks like I swing a little bit faster. Maybe not. Yeah, I do swing a little bit faster if I alternate between the two. Just something interesting to note. One of the useful tips that I learned from watching some variety of YouTube videos on this game. Let's go and destroy these eyeballs. Keep shooting stuff at me. Alright, we need to go back, I think. I think we missed a few things. Oh yeah, iron bits are the currency in this game. Padded breeches? What should we drop? Maybe this crappy shield? 15% chance to block 25 damage. Yeah, I don't really need that shield right now. I do have a different shield over here, a scrap metal buckler, which I could use. Is this what I picked up? A plank? Plank shield? I don't need these plank shields. I picked up these pants, right? Yeah. Those are better pants. Good thing I picked those up. And then let's go back over here and then go down. I think there is some items that I missed. Yep. Some Aether crystals. And what the heck is this thing? A ruined shrine. Uh-oh. Shrines can be cleansed by either making an offering to the gods, or defeating foes trapped within the shrine, depending on the type of shrine you encounter. Oh. So I either need to make an offering or I need to defeat enemies. Let's go ahead and defeat all these zombies real quick. Ah, keep clicking on the shrine. Alright. Ooh.
My inventory
Jacket
is
of the
full.
Badger. I think I can drop this, whatever that is. Get the Jacket of the Badger. 18 armor plus 5 cunning. Plus 6% energy, plus 5 defensive ability. Is that even... I don't know if that's better. We're gonna look at defensive ability. I think my defensive ability went up after equipping this armor, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that shirt. And let's see, Ruined Shrine. So I can offer an Aether crystal to this Ruined Shrine to cleanse it. So let's offer. 1 devotion point awarded. And a bunch of crap came out of it.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full.
Bunch of crappy items, but I do get a devotion point. There's another skill tree over here. Devotion window allows you to spend devotion points gained by cleansing shrines. Each spent point allows you to unlock new bonuses and abilities. So I have 1 point available. I think I can spend it anywhere I like. I think you have to start here though, at the crossroads, and then you have to make your way around. Alright, plus 18 offensive ability, plus 5 health, plus 18 defense, plus 5 health. Let's see. Plus 24% internal trauma damage. Oh my god, there's so many different like perks to get. Bull Rush. I don't even know like what I should begin with. Maybe down here, internal trauma. Plus 15% physical damage. What does the bull do? Physique. 8% chance to stun. What does this one do? Spirit. I may have to go through like all these constellations and just see which one is best. I think this one does bleeding damage. Elemental resistance. I think I might go for this hammer first just because it does plus 15% physical damage. And I can also, let's go ahead and put a point here, plus 18 offensive ability. And then I unlocked all these constellations, and then later on, we can send points on any one of these, which is great. Sweet. Alright, so we'll look at those later. And let's go ahead and exit out of this. We can always respec these points later, I believe. And I think we're good. So let's go ahead and leave. And we completed the first quest, which is great. We can go ahead and go back and talk to that guy, Captain John Bourbon. And so far I'm really enjoying this game. This is the type of game that I can play for hours and hours and hours. And I don't know, it's so much to learn. Oops, the camera's getting all crazy. And the combat just feels so good. I mean, I don't know. Action RPG games, they're like fast paced and they're just enjoyable. It's not like a slow grind like most like MMOs or normal RPGs. But hopefully I learn some better skills soon. I really want to unlock that pet, which I should be able to do soon. I'm close to leveling up. You know, I could take this portal and go back to the mainland, or I could try to find an alternate path to take to get some more experience. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go this way. I think there's some zombies up here. I wanna level up at least one more time before I end this episode and unlock the first pet. I don't know if there's gonna be a ruined bone of the void. Alright, just drop some random crap. Leather jacket, don't need that.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry the ruined bone of the ruined bone of the void. I'll just drop some crap. Don't need those white items. There is a way to filter out the items so you don't pick up the common items. I think I'm gonna find out how to do that shortly. But before that, let's who's this? Ooh, a quest. Before I go to that guy, I just want to level up real quick. Nope. Okay, let's go in here. Let's talk to this lady. What does she want? We're all going to die out here. Calm down. Where are you from? I was staying with a group of survivors down in Devil's Crossing. You know, the old prison, but supplies started running low. I volunteered to go scavenging around the lower crossing. Figured we'd be safe. I got chased by a pack of ravenous rift scourges through I can't hear the maddening blah 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 blah. The way back should be clear now. I'm not going back out there again. The dead will find us and tear us apart. Well, I suppose I could open a rift gate. What? Isn't that one of those things that you're pointing at? Well, sort of. Mine takes you home. Alright, I'm having a hard time believing that after what I've seen up in Burwich, but you don't seem to have a look of the taken about you. I suppose this is my only option. See you back at Devil's Crossing. Alright, we pretty much just told him to go home. It's a pretty easy quest. We're so close to leveling up. I'm just trying to find a few more monsters, and then I'll take the portal back home and complete the quest. Let's look at the map. There should be a few more creatures up north of this map. It's not actually north, but just this way. Perhaps. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some creatures up here. Somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing up here? Just a swampland? Oh, here's some. Rift Hounds. I haven't seen these before. Yeah, those things look pretty creepy. Level up, level 6. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here. We don't need to stay here any longer. And let's look at my skill book. We're going to go ahead and invest 2 points and then unlock Summon Briarthorn. Let's see. Briarthorns are tenacious beasts born of brambly woods and wild magic. Skilled shamans can call these creatures to aid them in battle. Only one Briarthorn can be summoned at a time. The Briarthorn scales with pet bonuses. And I don't think it has a cooldown time, so it just constantly stays out, which is pretty sweet. But it costs 150 energy to cast and 18 seconds to recharge. So if it dies, I have to wait 18 seconds. So let's go ahead and equip that to the number 1 slot. Summon Briarthorn, and let's go ahead and just summon him. There he is. There's my little pet. It's like a tree dog. Like a bush. It's like a bush dog. That's pretty cool. Or I don't know. It's more like a tree gorilla. It's more what it's like. I'm just gonna call it a dog. But that's my pet. He can attack creatures. Pretty cool. I'll be using him in the next episode. And I also have another skill point to use. I'll use that on Cunning. And let's go through the portal and complete the first quest. Can't believe it's already been over half an hour. But that's what action RPGs, they suck a lot of time out, but they're a lot of fun if you get into them.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source?
I have killed the Reanimator.
A creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Well, I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
Alright, I will speak to them. So I got 300 iron, which is the currency. It's pretty much 300 gold. And I got some Devil's Crossing reputation, which you use to unlock various items from shops and such, and maybe discounts. I'm not entirely sure on that. But I think I'm going to conclude this first episode here. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. I'm definitely going to be playing through this quite a lot. Hopefully we can get through at least the first campaign. Usually with action RPGs, you're supposed to play through like the first difficulty and then go through the next difficulty and then go through the next difficulty, and it gets very, very challenging later on. But that's going to take many, many, many hours, and my main goal is just to complete the game one time through, and so far I've been really enjoying it. And now that I have a pet, things should be a lot easier because he can take a lot of the damage and I can just assist him. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.